The best pizza maker on Yancey Street. The Thing started off with a normal physique, human face, body like the rest of us. He was a former pilot, but everything would change one day when he was transformed by cosmic energies, and his physiology and everything about him changed, and he became one of the strongest powerhouses on the planet. Decided to turn into a superhero to do good things with this level of power he got, and basically became a member of the famous team known as the Fantastic Four. They all have unique abilities. This page pretty much explains how he became who he was and the rest of the Fantastic Four. He's one of those characters that's underrated for no reason, but would realistically whoop all your favorite characters, honestly. With his absurd strength, he's a brute. I mean, he can obviously hit hard, punch hard and stuff, make shockwaves, localized earthquakes with his hits and stuff, but his lungs are some of the mightiest lungs on Earth that can blow with ridiculous force, like via super breath. People always talk about Superman's super breath, but nobody talks about the Thing's super breath. And characters like Spider-Man Tears don't even try. Night night. The Thing looks at Spider-Man crazy when he tries to hit him. Yes, I'm talking to you, Venom. As well, don't try to get bucked with the Thing. I mean, sure, he has superpowers, but one thing I like about the Thing is that even though he has superpowers thanks to cosmic rays, he's one of those rare beings that believes in hard work and dedication. You can make an argument that, yeah, he does get stronger as time goes by, because there's dozens of comics where you'll see him lifting weights thanks to special equipment Reed made for him, working out. The handbooks even mention how his strength has grew considerably. Only thing I would just nitpick is just ignore the word ton and just say he was class 5 and he went all the way up to class 85. Like, that's crazy. Improvement. Him working out did all this. And also him working out mixed with some adventures of him soaking up more cosmic rays. So that could be part of the reason why he's strong, plus his working out. You can also read more lore about the Thing here, for example, but through a lot of different adventures he went through, yeah, he had an earlier form that was weaker, but he got a better form. There was even a time where he had like a helmet. There was even a time where he was like temporarily powered up with a spiked form. Ended up getting another mask later. I mean, the crazy part is he's literally a rock-looking being. He's actually stronger than what his size would suggest. Like beings like Galactus, for example, are way larger than him on this particular scan. He has the strength to literally lift him up still, despite the massive size difference. Like, imagine a baby that's almost at your knees being able to pick you up like this. This steel glass pyramid he can hold up and lift, throw. You know he's strong when he's having like a little fun workout session with She-Hulk tier beings, and they're talking about pressing 85 plus or even 100 tons. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's just a statement. You can't prove nothing from a statement. Well, when you see him lift up stuff like this, I'm pretty sure the statements are real. Pretty sure this is over 100 tons. Like, this stuff he lifts with ease. Like, look at this flying saucer. There's implications he can lift even more than over hundreds of tons. There was this building that was falling and he was able to keep it up with his muscle. Some buildings can weigh hundreds of thousands or even over thousands of tons and stuff. Narratively, when it comes to super strength, he's consistently stated to be one of the strongest beings on Earth. In this particular scan, Wonder Man and Iron Man was here. It was this occasion when this entire building was falling. The Thing, who was easily one of the most powerful beings on Earth. Look at all this stuff on the Thing. This has to be over hundreds of tons or even thousands of tons. There's even more evidence to prove that he can lift thousands of tons when they say he can lift a battleship. These kind of things can weigh 20,000 to even 30,000 tons. We've seen the Thing support an entire oil rig with his raw muscle, which further adds more evidence on the fact he can lift 20,000, 30,000, even obviously lift over 100,000 tons. I mean, the Thing is swinging around a sword that's basically a building. Like, it's compacted. All this metal of a whole building is like condensed in this little section or little area. And he has the raw strength to swing swords around. It's basically like swinging around a skyscraper building with his strength. As amazing as lifting thousands of tons is, that's still just scratching the surface to really understand his true strength. The Thing himself believes he can actually move a mountain, and I totally believe it, considering the fact that he's kind of a rival to one of the strongest beings in the universe, and their muscles are constantly clashing. Like beings like the Hulk, for example. Like, you remember this famous scan of the Hulk holding up the weight of billions of tons, aka a mountain? Like, you remember this? The Thing wasn't in this particular situation, but if he was, let's just say he could have done this too. Let's just say he could have supported the weight of billions of tons, the weight of a mountain. If you had your doubts, he was supporting the weight of an island. He felt like the whole island was caving in on him, so I guess that makes sense. He could lift mountains too. It's even narrated. Flexing some of the mightiest muscles on Earth, the Thing tears back the reinforced floor. Yeah, mightiest muscles. Yeah, he's one of them. I mean, I know what he's throwing right here isn't the size of a mountain, but the fact he can throw a freaking tree around the freaking planet How much weight do you think he can lift if he can do this kind of stuff? Dr. Doom's battle suit is absurd with science and stuff. It gives him ridiculous super strength. Despite that super strength, the Thing is able to pin beings like Dr. Doom to the wall. Keep in mind, Dr. Doom's suit allows him to gain super strength to the point where he can grapple with the freaking Hulk. Like, you see their muscles literally clashing. He's technically overpowered things that are worse than moving mountains. Like, there was this hydraulic press that had enough power to push through a planet, and the Thing used his muscle. Not only is his body durable enough to withstand the pressure of it, but he actually overpowered such a mechanism. So when they say stuff like he can move mountains, I totally believe it. When stuff like this can push through a planet, he overpowered. It's proven he can lift millions or billions of tons as well. I'm kind of easing you into the craziness because him being able to clash muscles with Hulk this much, and he's not a fleet for the most part. I would still obviously give Hulk the advantage in strength, obviously, but he's like not far off, especially Hulk that's like a decent anger level. Not like the crazy anger levels or nothing, but like a normal anger-ish level for Hulk maybe. Notice this part arm wrestle, the Thing actually looked like he almost had him for a second. The Hulk made an excuse saying he's trying to shift positions. Like, they're literally arm wrestling where they're shooting cannonballs at him, hitting them with drills. If we're being all the way honest, the fact that the Thing's muscles can clash with somebody that can lift every planet in our solar system kind of proves or implies the Thing probably could lift planets if he was given opportunity to. Let's be honest, guys. He can lift Earth-sized planets or even larger ones, like planets that make Earth look pathetically small, like Jupiter, if we're being honest. I don't think you realize how matching the strength of a Hulkish type character, why that's so impressive. They're constantly condensing cores of planets and stuff. This is the kind of stuff Hulkish type beings do. I mean, if you want to get real deep, Hulks can support the weight of a star without going flat on their face, and their muscles, arms can support this kind of weight without even being all that mad. So it would be weird if the Thing couldn't lift the largest planets in our solar system, or even something as large as a sun. When one of the most dangerous threats in the universe, say he has great strength, equals I think that's pretty concrete that the Thing is crazy strong. Dude, you can't disrespect the Thing when he's in adamantium chains and he busts out. And in one of his many adventures, he had to get the weight of a planet crushing on his back. And he had to withstand this kind of mess. No wonder his woman feels protected around him. He's out here arm wrestling underrated powerhouses like Colossus. Somebody that I also think is really underrated as well. So yeah, his raw muscle is impressive. With all this raw muscle I'm talking about, it's obvious he can punch insanely hard. Like, Marvel isn't going to give a character all this super strength and they can't use it in combat, can't punch hard with this strength, right? Even Marvel agrees. It's even stated here in this example. Like, this isn't the Thing, but it's talked about how a character can press 10 tons. That means they can hit hard to somebody's face. So yeah, that lifting strength does help their punches. Even back in these older days, he's probably stronger than this now, but even back in the older days, he's been working out ever since these older days. But even back then, it was considered calm Hulk level strong in the same category with characters like this. But in this video, he's actually boxed it out with that super duper heavy hitters too. So he's not far off from this. You see what I mean? Right there under him. I wouldn't say there's a super large gap between these guys and these guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's astronomically stronger than normal humans. He can finger flick them out, punch out T-Rexes. I mean, if he wanted to, he can just punch buildings down with the weight of his hits. Look how easily he's able to knock out Wolverine despite him having adamantium skeleton saying to him sweet dreams. I mean, if we're being honest, if his body can withstand literal nuclear bombs without flinching when he's like literally in the arm wrestle with the Hulk, like, yeah, he just ate a nuclear bomb. That should put in perspective how hard he can hit, what his body can withstand, blah, blah, blah. Basically, his punches can shake a city to its very core, and his durability can withstand that too. We literally see the Thing and Wonder Man box it out, and they're literally matching their strength thrust for thrust, like against Wonder Man. The weight of Wonder Man's hits fighting a being like Hyperion, which I'm going to bring up in this same video, shook the planetoid. Matching Wonder Man this good implies he can tremble the planetoid. How many characters do you know whose punches are hard enough to liquefy Juggernaut helmets? Y'all remember when She-Hulk tried to pull up right after he fought it with Wonder Man? To show the Thing's level of power, it's narrated in this particular situation, her strength is almost rivals that of an Incredible Hulk. So obviously she's not as strong as the Incredible Hulk, but she's strong enough. The Thing still is kind of able to kind of roll her up in concrete and kind of win. Similar to what he can lift, I don't see no reason why the weight of his punches would not feel like a planet or planets falling on your face based on the characters he has to constantly fight. The weight of his hits will feel like Jupiter or Earth falling on your face. The way the Thing's durability is set up, he can take intense heat, even if it's Human Torch, somebody that can go to heat of the sun and stuff. I mean, his durability even matches up with his punching power and just durability and such. I mean, they say he's tougher than the surface of a planet like Ego. Like, Ego's a living planet. They say the Thing is tougher than the surface of Ego, the living planet. Yes, this Ego, the living planet, they said the Thing is tougher than the surface of this guy's planet. Like, he's literally a living being planet. I would say his durability and his punching power should be similar to each other. I'm pretty sure he could punch and harm himself. Like, no, I'm saying if the thing was to punch himself like this, he would be able to damage himself. Yeah. The reason why bringing this up is important is because you can get an idea of how hard he can hit based on what his body can withstand. The recoil. His body can withstand the recoil of his own punches. The thing's body was able to withstand cosmic raw energy that was enough to cleave the mantle of a planet, split a planet, and his body can withstand it. Even characters being surprised at his power, saying he should be dead. How on earth is he still standing? This really shouldn't be breaking news of the thing being a planet shatterer. This is like literally nothing for the powerhouses of Marvel. He's a powerhouse in Marvel, so this is normal everyday stuff in Marvel. If you had to put money on it, I would obviously say Hulk has the muscle advantage, but Black Bolt still can punch ridiculously hard to the point where narration states he's a close second to the Hulk. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm bringing this up because the thing, his body can withstand hits from this guy. The thing and Black Bolt not only got in a slugfest, but the thing actually withstood the master blow, knowing how strong Black Bolt is. This is like his ultimate blow, and the thing still stayed up. Marvel has a lot of powerful steel. There was these omnium steel bars that Grey Hulk and Hercules were struggling to get out of. The thing literally punches through omnium steel that's 3 feet thick. Are you serious? Just a friendly reminder that Grey Hulk, even in the weaker days, without being that mad, can still destroy stuff 2 times the size of Earth. I'm just saying. He's breaking stuff that Grey Hulk having issues with. You can't tell me the thing ain't a powerhouse. Grey Hulk's doing this to planet-sized stuff. If the thing was in the same situation, he probably could do the same thing to this asteroid 2 times the size of Earth, busted apart with his punches. If you still have your doubts about the thing compared to the powerhouses of Marvel, well, let me continue. He breaks out of Quasar's construct. Hyperion is basically Marvel's Superman. Yeah, literally Marvel's Superman. We see him consistently fighting beings like Thor. There's been a lot of different Hyperions that interact with each other, but they're all comparable. They'd be fighting each other. So Hyperion in general can do stuff like holding planets apart. Another Hyperion that's matching beings like Gladiator is stated to have planet pulverizing force. Another Hyperion that's fighting Thor states he has enough power to obliterate the planet. So now you see what I'm saying. We might not directly see the thing himself destroy a planet, but beings this powerful, he's literally slugfesting with. And these same beings like Hyperion literally state that he packs a wallop like Thor. They're comparing the thing's hits to Thor, yo. He's comparing the things hits to Thor when he has experience fighting Thor. Matching beings this much, there's no way he couldn't destroy a planet if he really was put in the right situation or if he really wanted to with his punches. He could destroy it. No bluff. There's literally beings that have the power cosmic, that have the raw blast power to obliterate worlds. They make, I quote, quote unquote, impenetrable shields, unbreakable force fields. Well, so they thought unbreakable until the thing starts punching it over and over again until he shatters it. That's more proof for you. I think it's insane that the Silver Surfer believes the thing's natural strength is almost beyond his comprehension. It's not until the Silver Surfer had to amplify himself up to even be on his level. Literally punching and affecting beings like the Silver Surfer is actually literally more impressive than destroying a planet, considering star explosions can explode in Silver Surfer's face. His body's skin is so dense he can easily withstand it. So the fact that the thing can affect him, you could say the thing punches harder than supernova explosions. To be able to affect the Silver Surfer like this, logically that's the only thing that makes sense. The Fantastic Four has encountered some crazy world-ending type of threats that even put the lights out for the sun, threats that push the very Fantastic Four to their own limits. I'm talking about forces of nature, type of beings that can lift entire city blocks, beings that the thing has hit and staggered, beings that are actual living black holes, a miniature living black hole. It's the black hole you're thinking about too, because they say a collapsed star compressed to such a dense mass, it creates an energy gravity vortex of immense power. This villain was portraying all the aspects of a black hole. Yes, this being is a planet-shattering being. A being that planned on destroying the Earth. They talk about this being destroying worlds as if it's just another day in the park. Yeah, it's narrated that this being became a black hole himself. Reconfirmed again. We literally see the thing punch a living black hole being. How much more proof do you need for the thing? How many characters can you honestly say got in a fist fight with a black hole? An actual living black hole, y'all. If you've been on this channel long enough, you know Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, has some strong force fields. And she admits the thing's strength matches her force field. And it's not just a statement, it's actually proven when the thing is denting it and she's going through some major pain. These beings can withstand an infinity vortex that blasts with similar force to black holes. Their bodies can withstand this kind of stuff, right? That doesn't stop the thing from boxing and hurting these beings with his fist. The weight of the thing's hits can affect Nova Frank Herald Tears, Herald of Galactus Tears. These level Herald of Galactus beings can literally go in the sun, make it go Nova, blast it, and have it turn into a literal black hole. These are the kind of beings the thing punches. Like, Hyperion is literally Marvel's Superman, and he's literally boxing out with Hyperion. Hyperion, somebody that can match with Thor. Don't forget that Hyperion is the same being. The different Hyperions, that is, are the kind of beings that can survive universes collapsing on him. And he survives everything except him. Like, these are the type of beings we're talking about, Hyperion. Now, does this give you a new perspective on the thing? He's literally boxing it out with beings that can survive universes collapsing on them and stuff. What the heck does his punches have to feel like to even compete with these guys? Hey, they said it, not me. This guy, Hyperion, said the thing's hits feel like Thor. Just keep in mind that bootleg Thor tier S-centric type beings can hit with force similar to the Big Bang and hit with mystical energies that simultaneously go across all planes of reality. Like shaking the universe, shaking universes type of stuff. That's why being compared to base Thor is insane. Yes, the powerhouse tiers in Marvel like Thor can shake the universe with their hits. The thing is boxing out with beings that can literally shake the universe. Look how the thing does execution or somebody you see fight Thor here and there. A Hulk threat by Beast trading blows with the Professor Hulk himself. This being not only boxes it out with Hulk consistently, but it's the same concept with the mighty Thor, heck, even holding him down for an extended amount of time. But the thing actually one-shot curb stomped the same beings that be battling Hulk and Thor by Beast. Marvel Thor and Marvel Hercules have always been a match for each other in raw muscle or power, strength in general, base states. The thing literally got in the ring with a god like Hercules. Hercules is a being that can literally, not exaggerating, can literally shake the universe. This sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. Trust me, he be doing myth feat type stuff like from the myth lore of one of his labors being able to relieve Atlas of his duty of holding the heavens for 3 hours, which in the handbook states to be an immeasurably infinitely massive weights, the heavens themselves. This is what Hercules had to do. This same Hercules is the being that the thing got in the ring with. Beings that can shake the universe is who he's boxing with. There was this occasion where the thing thought he was fighting Red Hulk, but he wasn't. He was fighting the god Hercules to further prove that the thing is up there with the heavy hitters like Hercules. Not only does the thing think he's fighting Red Hulk, but he actually roasts him, saying, "You're losing your touch, Red Hulk. You were hitting a lot harder than that." He even said, "Some Hulk you are." So that lets you know the thing is insanely strong, underrating Hercules' strength when he thinks it's Red Hulk. It's occasions like this to where I don't understand how people can lowball him after seeing all this evidence. But I do want it to be known that he wasn't fighting his hardest, saying, because he was acting. Oh yeah, he's fought the real Red Hulk too, though, by the way. Yeah, so he's a beast. Do you see this mechanism that the thing is busting up? You're probably thinking, why is this a big deal? Well, this thing is in the middle of the thing he's messing up. This thing is in the middle of universe-shattering energies. I'm talking about Big Bang type stuff around this. Yet the thing is right here in the middle of this mess, ripping this crap up. Marvel has a lot of absurd powerful beings. This is one of them, being a being like the Oculus can project force fields. It's a being whose power dwarfs the might of stars. This guy was a threat not only for the planet, but the different verses, the plane. Like a threat to every plane of existence. A being that has the power to create his own new universe. Like, yo, that's who the thing is punching right here. So you guys know Analysis Niggerod, right? It was releasing a ton of energy to the point where this entire planetoid will soon become unstable and open an even larger hole. The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. 2 universes, our positive ion one and the negative one. The thing had to shove all this stuff together that was a threat to parent universes. There was this super adaptoid that had the might of Thor, Iron Man, Hercules all combined. And there was a super adaptoid that was stronger, swifter, more powerful than ever via narration. We see the thing box it out with this super adaptoid that possesses all the abilities of every living Avenger. But yet the thing doesn't care and still gets in a fight with him anyway to show that the thing is a heavy hitter. Without a doubt. Friendly reminder that there was 6 feet adamantium composite that was blocking the thing's path. They said it's no use, Ben. The thing doesn't care and bends it like this with the weight of his hit. Underrated powerhouses like Wonder Man he's gave some hands to. Night Knight got in a boxing match with the champion of the universe, messing up Dr. Doom. Look at this occasion with Doom. Are you serious? How do you not respect the Thing? Imagine getting blasted by a whole bunch of alternate reality Doctor Dooms at the same time, and the Thing is kind of fighting them all. Yes, by the way, he can hit hard enough to do his own thunderclap, and it can affect beings like Magneto, another powerhouse in Marvel. Beings Spider-Man was struggling with, we see the Thing easily mess up. Pile Driver, one of the members of the Wrecking Crew. Armadillo. Hey, look. I shouldn't have to bring up how overpowered Phoenix Force users are, guys. If you can take on any Phoenix Force percentage, any character that has a percentage of the Phoenix Force, you know you got to be one of the strongest beings in the universe. This being known as Magic, who's already strong on her own, is literally powered up. And we see the weight of his hits do this to Magic, even though she recovered rather quickly. We see him give hands to Luke Cage. Probably one of the most impressive showings when it comes to Namor. The Thing not only boxed it out with Namor consistently, he seems to do the impossible, overpowering Namor underwater, which is like Namor at his strongest. I just want to give you a friendly reminder that the Hulk has even lost to Namor underwater before. I'm trying to give you a perspective on why the Thing beating Namor underwater is insane. He's invincible in the sea, apparently, but not to the Thing. You know the Thing is strong when other powerhouses of Marvel like Sasquatch say they're nowhere near as strong as Ben Grimm the Thing. We've seen the Thing punch out beings like Sunspot and make him kind of drowsy. Sunspot is somebody that's comparable to Colossus. Sunspot is a being that's narrated that their haymakers can stagger beings like the Hulk. Sunspot, you know, usually he limits his power, but when they needed a Hulk for the evening, he was the Hulk for the evening when he took off or switched off his regulator headband. They said at first he's not as strong as the Hulk, but with it off, he is Hulk-ish, and he was able to assist gods like Hercules in a Herculean task of strength. You assisting Hercules with something, knowing what the stuff Hercules can do, you gotta be a brute powerhouse. And he's doing it in muscle. He's literally right here with Hercules doing it with him, muscle type feat. This was a will that was linked to the planet's rotation, Herculean task, something that we need a Hulk for. They say. That's why Sunspot's so strong. That's why the Thing doing this is cool. You know how in real life there can be two fighters? One fighter can be stronger than the other, but the gap isn't so big to where the weaker fighter couldn't beat the stronger fighter? That's the Thing. The Thing admits that the Hulk is stronger, but they said the better question who would win in a fight. They're implying just because the Hulk is stronger doesn't mean the Thing can't actually get in a slugfest with him and hang in there really good. It's not a one shot, but yeah, the Hulk is stronger according to the Thing, especially in recent stuff with the Immortal Hulk stuff, the Devil Hulk persona and all that good stuff. If there was just an astronomical gap, do you think there would be this many panels of them fighting? He's making the Hulk leak blood like this. The Thing gave it everything he had, and this punch right here, for example, it did major damage to the Thing, but this actually made puppetized Hulk sleepy. But yeah, he did fall out right after this. So yeah, but it's kind of crazy. He actually got the strength to KO a Hulk. Let's just say powerhouse level beings like Thundra have a decent amount of experience fighting hulkishly strong beings. And she was told that the Thing was one of the strongest males on the planet Earth. During old comics, characters would mistake who's the strongest between the Thing and the Hulk, but they would realize that the Hulk was stronger later on. But the fact that he's even in this discussion lets you know how strong he is. But like I said, yeah, they found out the Hulk was stronger though. But he at one point was considered the strongest creature on the planet Earth. Nothing super duper flashy, but he did punch Thanos here. And you actually see blood getting drawn from the weight of the Thing's punches. See, the Thing was boxing out with this really powerful being, right? This same being gave the Thing so much respect in their battle that he said nobody has hurt him the same way or the same way he has felt such pain. Not even the hands of Galactus has made him hurt as bad as the Thing is making him hurt. That's saying a lot about the Thing's punching power. He could be exaggerating, but yo, take that as you will. I mean, as part of a team effort, the Thing did help do this to Galactus, so this was like a team effort though, of course. He didn't do this by himself, but yo, that's kind of crazy the Thing helped do this to Galactus. Galactus infused the inanimate shell of the Destroyer with a portion of his own life energy, and the Thing is boxing it out with this thing. And it seems to even get the upper hand over this Destroyer amped by Galactus. He may not be a faster than light runner or anything, but just from the simple fact nobody literally speeds blitz him and he fights some of the fastest beings in the universe. He caught this missile mid-flight. When Silver Surfer was flying, he kicked him. And like you can literally see him moving out of the way of blast consistently. Like, so he's not slow. I've literally showed you him slugfest with beings like Hyperion in this same video. Somebody that can fight at faster than light speeds, obviously. Hyperion is a being that can throw attacks out in the nanoseconds. 1 billionth of a second type stuff. And these are the kind of beings the thing has to compete with, slugfest with, and deal with in fighting speed, y'all, without getting blitzed completely. And his bulky nature doesn't seem to affect his speed, by the way. There's no way he's slow when Black Bolt is flying at him and he hits him mid-blitz. Him being a powerhouse in Marvel will let you know that he has to constantly fight beings that are way faster than the speed of light. With all this strength and speed I've talked about so far, the scary part is that he actually can fight. Like the Thing can legit box, and he actually has holds like even jujitsu. You see him using different holds on Amp Spider-Man here, for example. He has knowledge of judo and boxing, they state. I mean, these panels speak for themselves. Right. In this video, I did my best to try to go over occasions of his base rock self, not temporary power-ups that go away eventually. I mean, it's basically everything I said in this video, just amplified to an unknown degree. So his spiked up form can fight the top tiers, but even greater. If base the Thing can take on beings that can shake the universe, his amp selves can do that stuff, but greater to an unknown degree, with the weight of his hits, of course. Heck, sometimes the Thing in his base state will embarrass you and just let you blast him and it won't do nothing with flame, for example. But anyway, hopefully this video proved to you he doesn't need those amps. His base cosmic rays normal self should be able to suffice in most situations anyway. Like, share, subscribe, and thanks for the donations, everybody. Respect the Thing. I guess he's always going to be underrated, huh? I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.